go.
So this is how we're going to break down goals. Many of you probably, anyone heard about setting SMART goals? SMART goals is something that, trust me, after you graduate from Syracuse University, SMART goals, they use it in corporations, they use this in psychology, in education. Now, a lot of the teachers are using different standards for doing SMART goals. And basically, your goals have to be specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic with a time frame. So for example, what I did was I give you a little example of a SMART goal. And it says, I plan to increase my professional network by 6 individuals within the fashion industry. I will accomplish this goal by attending 2 industry-related networking events by June 30th. So what I want you guys to do for 1 second is to really think about your personal networking goals. Now this goal will not be the same for everyone. Everyone in here has different majors, different studies, different plans. But I just want you to take a few seconds just to write out a quick SMART goal of what you're trying to gain out of your networking experience. SMART goal can relate to your personal life, it can relate to your career, it can relate to your family life. Any different aspect of your life, you want to have a SMART goal, because if it doesn't have these key elements to it, then it's just up in the air. It's like saying, I want to lose weight. Okay, how many? How much pounds do you want to lose? By when? What are you planning on doing? See, whatever goal that you are setting for yourself, you want to have some action attached to it. So that's what I really want you guys to get out tonight, is really developing your self-worth first before you network. I'm just going to give you just a couple of more seconds just to think about a networking goal that you're trying to accomplish. Yes, and oh yes, you are, feel free to ask questions, yes.
For the R, how would you word that sentence? Like, I know for the actual step, you start by saying, I plan to, I will do this, and then in order for me to achieve this, I have to do like specific standards. How would you necessarily word the realistic goal?
For realistic, you want it to be, okay, for me saying I want to have 100 contacts by June 30th, is that realistic? You have to know yourself. So realistic, or as one of my students will say, real life, is it something that you can actually attain? Is it achievable? That's what realistic means. Any other questions? Yes.
Where are we writing this out?
Oh, you have a worksheet and it says SMART goals, so you can just fill it in there. It says SMART.
Measurable? How is that?
Measurable, you want to add a number to it. So I use the number 6. So you don't just want to say, I want to build my contacts in the fashion industry. Or like you're in the hospitality field, you want to say, I want to build my network in the hospitality field by 10 contacts, 5 contacts. Because as soon as you attach a number to your goal, then you know how to gauge your success or failure. So if I said 6, if I have 5, then I know I didn't hit my target. If I did 8, I know that I exceeded my target. So when you have a number attached to your goal, some way that you could word it in that manner, it helps you to gauge whether or not you're successful or not. Because everyone in here has the ability to be successful, and I just want you guys to develop the foundation before we really get into the meat of networking. So you're gonna move on to the second point in developing your self-worth for your network. The give and take. There are many associations, as you will meet when you get outside of Syracuse. For instance, there's the Give and Take Network, and literally this organization is all about giving and taking. So you have to know what you're able to give. You have to know what you're able to give. And as I mentioned before, one of the reasons why many people don't network is because they feel like, well, I feel like I'm just using people. I don't want to ask them for help. I don't want to do that. And they're holding themselves back. So one thing I want you to do as you're building your self-esteem and your self-worth, this is building your confidence. So when you walk into a room, you're not afraid to say, hi, my name is Shameka Peters. Hi, my name is Melissa Smith. Because you already know what you're bringing to the table. You already know when you walk into a room what you're coming with. This helps build your confidence. Because part of networking, and we're going to talk about audacious networking later on, you have to have your confidence up. So what we're going to talk about really quickly is identify your agenda. It's nothing wrong with having an agenda. Can everybody say that with me? There is nothing wrong with having an agenda. There is nothing wrong with having an agenda. When you walk into a networking event, I was talking to one of my students, she's a singer. Every time she goes to a party, every time she goes to a club, she goes in there with an agenda. She wants to talk to the DJ, the promoter, and the manager of the place. That's it. As soon as she walks into the door, she has her agenda. So when you're going to a networking event or any type of event, go in there with an agenda. Okay, I'm going to the Blitz, or I'm going to, what other events we have? The CBTV, yeah. Or what are some other